languages too.
Where does Linux and free software fit into this whole thing? What are the tools offered from this space? Just as an overview, what capabilities does it have?
Linux and open source software gives you, as a society, a very important thing. Is that your people, particularly your young people, if they are interested, they can just grab source code, grab documentation, study it, and they can be at the with the top knowledge in the world. Cause the code that is developed from the top software developer in the world is available in real time, probably half an hour after they have written it.
But specifically, could you give us some examples of, say, good free software open source products in the telephony sector, right from Asterisk to?
Asterisk is maybe the most known platform because for various items it has been it has got the more press, the more publicity,
Right.
etc. But you have also other platforms in open source for telecommunication that really cover the entire spectrum. Like OpenSer as OpenSer, Open SER,
I see.
as SIP proxy and SIP platform that is extremely scalable and extremely powerful. You have a free switch that also is a new product. It's growing very, very well, and its strengths are low use of resources, very good scalability, and performance, very good performance. And it's allowing itself very well to big installation where you have configuration driven by database. Like you want to have a little telco at your hands. You can use FreeSwitch for this. And you have a plethora of other software, and you can see the entire spectrum with a lot of information in voipinfo.org. Is a wiki, a very big wiki on the internet. I repeat the name, voipinfo.org. Where you can find any kind of information about everything is voice over IP or telco in the open source world.
One last question, if you don't mind. As far as civil society NGOs go, how could they best make use of these opportunities? Do you have any suggestions?
Can you repeat?
As far as NGOs go, non-governmental organizations go, how could they make use of this technology? Do you have any suggestions for them?
The technologies in itself means little. Are the civil society, the NGOs, the movement into society that has to give the meaning and to give the usage. What I can suggest is to use this technology to bring the public administration closer to the citizens from one side, and from the other side to use it as a platform for self-organization and the dissemination of information between people and community. Telecommunication can bring faraway rural communities into what the advanced world can bring of positive, for example, medicine, for example, information, for example, education, and also self-organization at the social level. I think that is much more a burden on the NGOs and on the civil society to think at what are their needs, and when the needs are clear, they have to pose questions to the open source community, because the open source community is absolutely willing to develop things, and if a need arises from the civil society, we will feel it. And it's just that
we don't know what the need is.
Yes, NGOs and civil society have to tell us we need that, and please do it that way or do it the other way, because for us is a technical challenge, and it's programmers and developers not so often think about of the users and the end users. They just a word in itself that they speak between themselves.
You are 44 years old and from Milan.
Yeah.
And a little bit more of your background.
Yes, I'm a father of a child, a 10-year child, and
you studied philosophy.
I studied philosophy, and then while I was studying, I began to be involved in computer, and then I was technical writer, technical journalist, and consultant. And then it happened to be, in the right place, in the right moment, and so I was the founder of the first internet provider in Italy and the first portal in Italy, and it was very big thing. And then I covered various position into startup, into venture capital, into incubators. So I lived all the new economy history in a while, going around in the world, visiting many places, and meeting very interesting people. And so I think that I've been very lucky, very a lucky person to have seen so many things, and to have had also a very easy life. I think that if I was older of 3 years or younger than 3 years, my life would be completely different.
Thanks.
I just had a lot of luck.
Thanks so much. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thanks.